Good morning and welcome back to your weekend unboxing here on Gaming with ADHD, where today we're going to be taking a look at the Star Trek Away Missions Commander Sela Romulan expansion. Now, this is the first expansion for the Away Missions miniatures board game that adds the Romulans as a playable faction. And it contains 5 miniatures, as you can see from the image on the screen. Retails for about $25, depending on where you buy it. I've managed to find it for a little bit of a discount in some locations. And it comes with everything that a Romulan player needs to play, except for a few of the tokens and the boards that you get out of the core set. So do keep in mind either you will need a core set of your own, or you will need to play with a friend who has one as well. So, before we get into this, do make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I try to put out a few videos each week covering all sorts of tabletop gaming content, and whether it's board games, miniatures, role-playing, I'd love for you to come along and see what we have to share. In addition, there are going to be links down below to Amazon and DriveThruRPG, which are affiliate links. They do help out the channel if you choose to use them. And there are links to our social media if you wish to follow us that way. So, with that all out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at Commander Sela and her troops. All right, so this is our package right here. Again, it's about a 5x9 box and comes with everything that you need. It is nice and dense, so they're not wasting a whole lot on packaging. But I did come up with something as far as the packaging that I do wish they would fix, but we'll get into that in a minute. Get a little bit of a description on the back showing off the character cards, the mission and support cards, and then you get also a listing of the contents. But let's open it up and take a look. All right, so we are going to look at the miniatures last so that we can look at those a little bit close up and in detail. So let's get started with, first off, the core mission. So we have the Tal Shiar operation and Borg technology missions. Now keep in mind, the different factions, all of their cards, all of their missions are for them specifically. So you don't need to buy the Romulans or the Klingons to get the special mission that works really well with the Federation, because it's not going to. All of their cards are unique. You can mix and match between different teams from the same faction. So like when they release a second Romulan team, you will be able to mix up some of the cards. But at least for this initial release, everything you have is self-contained. All right, so let's zoom in here. All right, so for our Tal Shiar operation, if I could focus it properly, if you have 5 or more Tal Shiar mission cards in your scoring area at the end of the game, you score a bonus 30 points. And the Borg technology at the start of the game, place 1 Borg technology token on each mission board, excluding the main corridor. When you score a covert mission during one of your character's activations, take a science skill test with that character. If passed, place the token from that mission board on this card. Score 10 points for each Borg technology token on this card at the end of the game. And if I recall correctly, you actually do get specific tokens for that out of this set. So let's set that to the side. All right, so for this, we do have 4 pieces of cardboard. So we've got the 5 characters, and then we also have a sheet of tokens. Let's punch these out real quick. All right, so let's find Sela first. All right, so nice, hard, thick cardboard, linen finish on it, so easy to pick up, a little bit of texture to it. We have Sela, who is Romulan and human. She's also the commander with diplomacy and treachery ×2. Keep in mind, different quests, different equipment are going to require different skills, so you are going to want to make sure that you have some of those. Not a very strong attack, but decent defense and good skill rating. And she carries a disruptor, which gives her an extra attack dice. Also, Mastermind. When Sela activates, look at the top 2 cards of your support deck. Put one back on the top of the deck and the other on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Of course, we have a quote and a background on the character as well. All right, we then have Vox, who has a disruptor rifle, which gives him 2 attack dice. Not a strong attack, however, but he's got... this guy is not very strong at all. Salatrell, which is the medical officer. Oh, this is computers and security, by the way. So we've got medical and security for Salatrell. He's got a regular disruptor. Patul, engineering and treachery. He is also Tal Shiar. Comes with a disruptor. And then we have Tybok, who is the specialist. Remember, specialists, if you haven't played the game, specialists basically are a character that can be swapped out for another specialist. So again, as they release additional teams, you can take the specialist out of that team and add it to this one. So, you know, basically allows you to do some different combos, like in the the starter set, Federation set, and the upcoming Federation set. Geordi is a specialist and can replace the specialist out, or I can't remember her name. The female character from the Federation set. She is also a specialist, so you can swap them out, and then you can have Data and Geordi on the same team. So that's how those work. So Tybok has a disruptor. He's also a manipulator. Whenever he scores a covert mission during his activation, gain an intel token. So these are the intel tokens. This is that Borg technology token. There's also another one here. I'm not quite sure what that is for, however. All right. We then have the cards. This is 2 decks of cards. You get a support deck and a missions deck. The missions deck is how you're going to score your points, and the support deck is all of the events and equipment. All right, so we've got acceptable losses. Actually, let me just hold these and we'll refocus the camera. Access command terminal, always watching, assassination, covert rendezvous, change command protocols, corrupt firmware, counter move, disable security protocols, download medical records, download ship database, file fake science report, fill in the blanks, infiltrate engineering, infiltrate science lab, infiltrate sickbay, infiltrate the bridge, inject computer virus, intercept diplomatic communications, reroute system control, spread misleading information, steal identity records, steal scientific data, study tactical status, Tal Shiar intel report, and unlikely allies. I do like, and I've said this in the other videos, the screen captures they've used. They've got them really cleaned up. They're very, a lot of Star Trek games will use screen captures, but then they'll be out of focus, really kind of blurry, kind of frustrating. But they definitely didn't do that here. So they've got some decent stuff. All right, this is interesting. They only have 4 pieces of equipment: a Romulan bomb, Tal Shiar uplink, and disruptor rifles. And all right, then our events: advance warning, ambush, avoid detection, brainwash, calculated shot, counterintelligence, cunning, evade, feedback surge, gather intel, holographic deception, impersonation, misdirection, outthink, redeploy, relocate asset, render aid, sabotage terminal, Sela's command, Sela's gambit, Sela's insight. A lot of Sela stuff in here. Spread rumors, temporal disturbance, 3 steps ahead, agents of the Tal Shiar, reliable intel, spy network, tall yard connections and underlying plots. Okay, yes, I know I was kind of zipping through. It's an unboxing. We're not too stressed about it. But do keep in mind that you also have to actually build your mission and your support decks. So you're not actually going to be using all of those cards in every single game. All right, so for the miniatures, let's take a look here. So we've got Tybok, and let's focus the camera. So I have to say, I wasn't so sure about it at first, the sort of chibi style that they've got on the miniatures. The heads are oversized, the hands and feet are oversized, but everything, like extra details would be a little oversized. But overall, they've actually grown on me. I do kind of like them. The little harness thing that they wear is a little bulkier than I would like from a miniature, but I think they're just trying to make sure it shows off the detail. But you can still see like the checker pattern in the miniature itself, which is going to be really good for painting. So that's good. All right, we've got Solitrel. I like the little disruptor in its holster, the little pattern on there. Overall, these are really, really good. So there will be a follow-up video once I have them painted. I like doing, post-painting reviews, but this will at least give you an idea of the miniatures at first. This is Sela. I was thinking a different miniature was Sela. Anyways, holding the disruptor out in front of her. We then have Patul. It's got like a Romulan style tricorder. Oh, I guess I should get it focused. And his disruptor. Oh, good detailing on all of these. And then the final, we've got Vox holding his disruptor rifle at low ready. But otherwise, normal miniature. A little bit of detailing on the deck plating. Fairly simple, but that'll be fine. That'll come out really nice with a wash. So overall, pretty nice. So this is the Romulan set. What do you think? Are you going to play the Romulans, or were the Klingons or one of the other factions more to your liking? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I have gotten to play this game a couple of times, and I really, really do enjoy it. I love the way that it was put together, and I'm really looking forward to being able to try out these new factions. So with that said, I do appreciate your time. Thanks for watching. Do make sure you're subscribed and like the video if you enjoyed it. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next time.